Hi everyone, welcome to this new hobby video. Today I just wanted to brief you and to show you how I created my table, give you some tips and tricks. I won't show the terrain tiles, I will make a dedicated video, but I will make a tour of the building, the vehicles, the scatter terrain, and yeah, show you everything on my table. So the first thing is the building. Right now I'm using mainly two brands. Most buildings are made of MDF. The first brand I'm using is TD Combat. TD Combat, we have those two brownstone building over here. We have one on the back there, and we have also the comic store over here. So I pretty like that, especially those three. Those three are you have different level inside. For the first one, I was kind of motivated. I did some custom scratch build stuff on the back, some ladders to move up. I also did separate the rooms on the inside, even though I didn't paint everything. But yeah, at least we have some divider inside. I did the same thing for that building. That building actually on the back over here there was just another window, so I cut it, transformed that into a door, and same thing here. I added some divider inside to have some different rooms. Same thing for the bottom floor, but still I need to paint the interior at some point. For the top of each building, what I also did is simply use a fine layer of PVA glue, and I added some really fine sand just to have this grainy texture, so it's not just a basic flat texture. To add more details on the building themselves, I first started by painting everything. I will probably make a dedicated video on how I've painted the different building. But yeah, just to add more details, after the spray paint of the different color, I added first a custom wash. To do that, I simply mixed up some studio acrylic. No, it's not that one. Where is it? It's that. Yeah, my bad. Some matte medium, exactly. So some matte medium plus some acrylic ink. So I have some black. I have also some brown one. So I just basically mixed that with a bit of water to create my own wash that I applied on my terrain, because I didn't wanted to use the wash I use on my miniature, which is pretty expensive. On top of that, as you can see here at the bottom, I added some graffiti. You have obviously the bigger one here too. For that, I've been using some paint pen. So it's just some paint that release some paint that works really great. I added some of them on all the building. Here we have some pretty crazy one that was drawn by my girlfriend, that I'm really pleased with the end result, and all the smaller graffiti all around that adds a lot of details. In addition to the different graffiti, as you can see also over here, I added a lot of posters all around. The posters, where I have that? So it's over here. So I just basically printed on some basic paper some stuff I found online. Don't remember exactly the name, like wargame, no, not wargaming, but modeling poster or scale model poster. I found that basically on Pinterest, and I just printed all of them on my printer, cutted them, and just pasted them all around the different building, and the end result is really cool, and it definitely had a lot of details. I even added some on sorry for the shaky camera, on the windows. Talking about windows, window was pretty easy to do. For the window, I found this plastic sheet, transparent. It's like format is A4, and I just cutted some different pieces to match the size of my windows. And I just, if I can open that one, I just simply cutted like big sheet of plastic and just pasted it. It doesn't really look that great from the inside, but I mostly play outside, and from the exterior point of view, it definitely looks really nice. And here, as you can see, there is a lot of glue yeah, what's the name? Yeah, anyway, lots of glue that stick to the window, but it actually had a lot of nice effect. It's not like that much pristine, it's not like completely clean, it's a bit dirty, and I'm really fine with this result. Same thing for the 3-story building over here. As you can see, you have this nice reflection that you have inside the glass. And for some of those buildings, I also printed some newspaper that I place on the window to block out a bit the opening. So basically, we can imagine that some people are hiding in some of those buildings. So that's for the TT Combat. For the comic store, I did the same thing over here. I printed some really large comic kind of poster that I paste from the inside, so you still have the reflection from the plastic card, and really the paper is pasted inside. On TT Combat, I'm really not a fan of that building because it doesn't have a separate floor. Yeah, it's just how the kit is built. I think it's one of their early kits, and it's just one building. You can remove the floor, the upper floor over here, but there is nothing dividing the room, and I'm really not a big fan of TT Combat because of that. More recently, I discovered Sarissa Precision, and from them, right now I have that store over here. I'm a big fan of that store. The kit is really well made. It have an interior have some really nice detail with the tile that you can see inside. I didn't add any wash, just basic color for now. But yeah, it have some pretty nice detail. It have nice also divider for the different room inside. So I think that's definitely a big plus for me. So I have that one from Sarissa Precision. I have those two construction type of building, also from Sarissa Precision. We can also see on this one how the glass add quite a lot of detail on the building. Same thing for that one over here. So yeah, looks pretty good. Again, the paper is pasted inside, so you have this nice reflection like that. And same thing over here. I pasted some paper, printed, and I did some graffiti on some of the side. The last thing I did to bring a bit more details also was to add some fake leaves. I don't remember the name of the tree species in real life, but it's a natural leaf that I just found in my garden. I just took some of them, spray some mixed PVA glue and water in some part of my building and in the top of the building, and just spray with a bit of leaves like that. And yeah, I think it had some really nice detail. So that's for the building. We have TT Combat, we have Sarissa Precision with the construction building. I think the Starbucks store was also Sarissa Precision. For that one, it didn't come with the Starbucks logo, obviously. This was also something I printed on my printer and I pasted on top of it. And same thing over here. I added some nice decals, some nice poster on behind the glass that adds some really cool effect. The last building is that one. It's part of a set of kids game. It came with that building, with the crane on the back, and with 3 construction vehicles like this one over here. And I found that on Amazon. I will place the link and an image on top of the video. So it's pretty cool. It have an interior, even though I didn't really play with the interior. You can either open it from the top like that, but you can also open the doors here. And just to add more like so it blends a bit more with the rest of the building, I added some spray paint of black, of metallic gray on top also, and just my custom wash, again created with matte medium and paint. And yeah, that's my recipe. I found the tutorial on YouTube to create the wash, so it's pretty easy to do. So next up is the ESCO barrier. As you can see here, I have quite a lot of ESCO barrier. For that setup, it was mostly on the edge like that, and this was actually so easy to do. This ESCO barrier is actually just a piece of wood. I bought like 2 meters long piece of wood like that. I cutted them by 30 centimeters, so it matched the length of each of my terrain tile. On the side of each of the wood piece, I added this plaster scotch. I think it's scotch also in English. So I just added that on the side, and yeah, that's pretty much it. For the top, I just cut a really thin piece of plastic card. Then I added some PVA glue, and I again added some really fine sand on top. Once it was done, I just primed everything green, added some masking tape on the side and for this different part, and on top I just added some brown spray paint, and the final step was just my wash, black wash and brown wash on top. And the result is pretty great. It had a lot of it really helped cutting line of sight, cutting the end of the board like that, so it's not just empty. And yeah, it's pretty cheap and pretty easy to do. And in some of them, to add more details, I even pasted some poster. So yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Next step is the fence. The fence where I have my original stuff, it's here. So for the fence, I found at my local thrift store, I found this bag. I think it's to put in your wash machine, to place like your underwear, something like that. So I just cut a different piece of that. I created the armature myself. It's like a completely scratch build. Below that, just some cardboard with some fine sand, some gravels to add more details, and then I just spray painted everything. I made some straight section like that. I also made some different one, like we have one with a simple door, and we have one for vehicles with a large door like that. So I can just I can just create a perimeter like that with some fencing all around. So originally it was not set for that board, it was set for like a Middle East board with some ground with some earth. So it doesn't really look that great onto those concrete tiles, but anyway, it do the job. Next up is the vehicles. Vehicles come from all around the place. eBay, my local store, my local grocery store, in the kids' alley. All the cars are 143 vehicles. If, for example, for the police car, it's not something you find easily in France, so it was, I just typed on eBay 143 police, and or Ford Victoria, or stuff like that. So I found, plenty of vehicles on eBay. Same thing for the taxi car. What else? The bigger vehicles are not 143, they are 148 or 155. For example, we have one truck over here, we have the big erect truck over here, we have the school bus. I think, for example, some of these are 155 from SICU, SIKU. If you manage to get one, the scale is really perfect to work with 28mm modern, so that works really great. Some of the construction vehicle same came with that set also. It's also from Amazon, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And also, the MV that we can see over here come from Spectre Miniature. Those two MV here come from Spectre, and that one is actually a die cast that I also found on eBay. Same for the 5T truck there. Those come from from eBay. Next up is the different scatter terrain. For that, I'm using mostly 3 different brands. First is TT Combat, then we have Antenno Cities Workshop, and Debris of War. The different link and will be placed on screen right now. I'm really pleased with all of them. Some of them, like you can see here, are individual pieces. It's just a piece of resin, exactly like that. Some of them are really small, like those traffic signs, like those trash bags. They are pretty small, and it can be time consuming to set up your board. So for example, when I'm setting up a board like that, I'm roughly taking around 1 hour to get everything out, get the table out, place everything so it looks nice. It's quite time consuming. So to speed up this process, I also created some pack of objects, for example, like this one over here. To do that, I simply took basic magic card. I have tons of terrain cards like that. I just placed my card like that, started gluing different objects on top of it, and once it was dry, I just used my cutter just to cut all around. And I painted the base in gray so it matched pretty nicely once it's placed on some concrete. Obviously it won't look that great if you place that on some earth, but yeah, I wanted to have that urban terrain, and yeah, those kind of objects are really nice. It had a lot of details. It can also act to block line of sight, to take cover behind some, like for example here, if you follow the last mission, at some point I was hiding behind that, firing at some enemy that was on the opposite side. So yeah, it's pretty easy to do. I just waited to have enough different kind of object to have some varieties. So we have some big dumpsters, we have some traffic cone. Same thing, for example, for that. I think that one come from Antenno Cities. So the first, I bought 2 sets, or maybe they come with 2 sets. The first one was, I built it like that, with the 4 different models all together. But the second one, I cut it in the middle, added some trash bag, and I have 2 pieces of terrain. One is over here, I'm not sure the other one is out on that board, but just yeah, it's over here actually. So yeah, it just again add more option. Same thing, for example, for this pile of drum. It was some individual piece that I just glued together, added some details on top. And what else? Same thing over here for those concrete barriers. Here I just pasted them with some super glue on the joint, and I can easily place that in the middle of the road to block line of sight, block the view. For the bigger piece like that, I've used some magic card on the back, so I can paste some smaller elements like the crate, the barrel, the sandbags. This piece, for example, was actually a box for chewing gum, so I just pasted that on a custom platform made of balsa wood, and just yeah, works well as like a water tower where you can hide behind when you are on a roof. What else? Yeah, as I said, I will make a dedicated video on how I created the terrain tile, even though there is already a tutorial on my Facebook page. I will try to have a dedicated video for that. And I guess that the final piece that I'm not using a lot is, for example, that water tower, and this is completely scratch built with some balsa wood, plastic card, yeah, it's anyway just a piece of terrain I've built and not using that much. And yeah, I think that's it for that video. Hope you find that helpful. Please let me know in the comments if you want to have more video like that, and if you want to know some specific things regarding my table, my board. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me for that video, and I will see you for the next one. Bye everyone!